Pisces? Welcome to Scope Queen Intuition. Welcome back if you're joining me again. Let's go ahead and see how your person feels. Okay, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements, and Pisces. Let's see what is going on, how they're feeling, what they may not be saying. Okay, we have unsatisfied. I wasn't happy the way things were going. So someone was unsatisfied. They may still feel like this. Okay, so it's like that's their reasoning for kind of, I don't know, coping with themselves. Maybe they miss you. She has a whole roll, like a whole thing of tissue that she's holding. So it's like maybe they're hurt, they're hurting, but they feel like they had to do what they had to do. Okay, so contract, the lessons I learned from us will never be forgotten. Okay. I'm sorry for putting you in a third party situation. I'm miserable, but I don't have the courage to leave. So maybe that's what it was. They could have been in a situation already where they were unsatisfied. Okay. Or they were, however it goes. Okay. They could have been with someone else and they were unsatisfied in their situation. Or this is their reasoning for stepping out on you. It's because they were unsatisfied with how things were going. And so they stepped out. Okay. Ooh, all right, Pisces. I miss you no matter what it looks like on the outside. I've become good at hiding my true feelings. Okay, so they do miss you. Okay, they know they did wrong though. So maybe this is why I was getting that energy of like they did something. Okay, but they're the ones hurt about it. They were unsatisfied. And so they did something that was already the energy I was getting, but they're hurting about it. Okay. Now let's see. What else do we have for Pisces? Here. How else does this person feel? Ooh, Ten of Swords. They know they messed up bad. They know they ruined this. They know they did a lot of things that betrayed you, or they know whatever they did, it was the ending. It was the final straw here. So they're really struggling with this here. Okay, um, they feel like they betrayed themselves. Okay, they may be struggling now with trying to pick themselves up. That could be feeling shame. That could be, all those swords could be feeling shame, could be feeling guilt, maybe even whatever they felt in the beginning that made them step out, and use this as an excuse for them being unsatisfied. But maybe they felt like you guys were already at your wits' end with one another. Okay, like the relationship was. Ten of Swords can be like them feeling like it couldn't get any worse than where you guys were already. Okay. Six of Pentacles. So they felt like there was no reciprocity. Maybe they felt like they were begging for your time or your attention. And vice versa, guys. Apply how it may resonate. They may feel like this is what you feel, okay? And this is what they're struggling with. They may know that they didn't give you the time or attention, okay? So every person is not going to play the same role. Apply the storyline to you, okay? But anyway, someone felt like there was no reciprocity. You see how he has these two down there kind of begging and he's giving them breadcrumbs. It wasn't balanced. As you see, he's holding the scales in his hands. So this was definitely something that they felt like wasn't balanced. Okay. And we have the Tower. All right. Scorpio, Aries energy come out right under the Ten of Swords. I told you there was a lot of things you guys went through. Maybe this relationship had, like I said, really got very toxic. A lot of things was falling apart. Maybe you guys felt like the foundation of the relationship just didn't exist anymore. It's like it was barely holding on, just hanging on by a thread here. They may feel like this is what kind of caused them to kind of crash out. They felt like maybe they felt neglected or unwanted, or how they made you feel. Okay, someone felt neglected, someone felt unwanted, someone felt like um, they needed to fill a void. Okay. That situation could have gotten very out of control, very out of hand. All right, you got the Queen of Swords here in the reverse, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy here. They could have felt this person could have been very rude, or somebody could have been very rude or disrespectful, or they felt like the way someone talked to them or handled them or cut them down really probably resulted into them stepping out. Maybe a lot of verbal abuse, maybe miscommunication. Then you have the Empress here. The Empress. You guys, this could have been issues with someone's mom, okay? If not, this could be a baby mom here that was involved in the situation with the Empress, because she represents a mother figure, okay? This is also someone feeling like their value wasn't recognized, okay? Someone feeling like they weren't being seen for who they was, what they deserved. All right, you have the Star. They want to heal this here, okay, though. They're hoping, they're wishing, okay. I feel like they are, just trying to gather themselves. They could be very emotional. They're trying to balance their emotions right now, and how all of this is. Like, because of this situation, somebody could have, like, got cussed out pretty bad. Maybe somebody cut them down and they felt terrible, or someone could have cut the other person down. So for some of you guys, if this person was already with someone, this could be what they were going through, okay, with this person. And this is their reasoning for stepping out, either on you or whoever they were with. Depends on, like I said, where you play what role you play in this. But the Empress could also represent a wife, okay? All right. Says, I bury myself in work to forget you. So that fell over there. My life is not as together as it seems. Yeah, told you, they're not holding up too well. Doesn't matter what role they played in this, okay? I feel like both people feel like shit. The person that was cheated on, the person that was doing the cheating, okay? I'm so attracted to you. So I told you, they still feel this desire from you. And this is why we got soul contract here, okay? The lessons I learned from us will never be forgotten, because they learned a major lesson. Maybe to be faithful, okay? Maybe to be honest, all right? Or it will cost you. All right, people don't think about that until they get caught. It's all good and fine while you're doing it, until shit hits the fan and everything falls apart, and now you have to deal with your consequences. Okay, so, and then you have irreplaceable. The way you love can never be matched. And and unfinished business. We still have things to resolve and discuss. So see, they do feel like it's not quite over here. And then what fell on the floor, we have sabotage. Yeah, I messed up the good things in my life. I mess up the good things in my life sometimes. Yeah, they know they messed up here, and whew. But what can they do now? Okay, all they can do is sulk, feel guilty, sit in their own energy. Okay, it's the wrong deck right now. Let's see. So they don't have the courage to leave this connection that they're in, or they don't have the courage to leave this connection with you. Okay. And so they put somebody in a third party situation here. So now everyone's hurt. Things are just falling apart. Y'all, I didn't even clarify. Because it's crazy. It's like, why do I need to clarify? It's really signs and clues. The universe is talking to you. Let me see. Like, this reading has been so very direct. Why is the tower here? The tower, the two of cups, see? The relationship. There was, I told you, you felt like things were falling apart in the connection. Someone felt like things were falling apart. There was not that unity anymore between you two. There was no longer any love here between you two. The intimacy, maybe somebody felt like the other person didn't pay them attention or show them this attention here. Look at this. He's very attentive to her right now. Okay? And that is where things started to fall apart. Okay? Look at that. The Empress at the bottom. Yeah. They feel like they didn't value you. They didn't value the connection. Why is the Six of Pentacles here? And the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Clarifying the Six of Pentacles upright. Lack of reciprocity. They want balance. They want, equal give and take. But something changed here. The Queen of Cups in the reverse. They started pulling back emotionally. Showed you a very different side emotionally. This may be where you kind of knew something else was going on. Okay? Like, especially if you met this person and they had a wife or they had somebody else. The way they was coming in strong before, something changed. Okay? Queen of Swords in the reverse. Clarified by the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody got cut off because somebody found out they weren't single. They weren't on their own. Okay, the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, because that represents someone single, someone independent, someone self-sufficient, holding it down on their own, or they're just by themselves. But in the reverse, something is not over. They hadn't cut someone out. The Eight of Wands in the reverse, it just may have not been moving towards them being completely over, like by themselves. But yeah, Two of Wands here. This is someone having been in a crossroad, having to make a choice, maybe having to make a choice between two Empresses here. Okay. Yeah, the Empress clarified by the Lovers in the reverse. Gemini energy here. Somebody's mom could have came in between this connection. Or another woman, however it goes. The Eight of Pentacles here. Yeah, they want to work on this. They want to put energy and effort into this. They desire this, but I feel like this person needs to sit with themselves for a while and kind of reflect on their behavior, what they've done. Okay. Where are we? Okay. Okay, that didn't waste no time. Let go of the past. Clear energy to allow love in your life. See, this person got to clear out some things. They need to let go of the past. They need to let go of someone that they're still holding on to. Okay? Or they were holding on to the past and something was going on here. Marriage. Wedding bells are ringing. Somebody could be married. You could have been married to this person. Or someone fucked up before y'all got to the altar. Okay? Let's see. On deck. Let's see. What do we have here for Pisces? We belong together no matter what I'm showing in the 3D. What kind of bullshit is that? See, I kind of feel like this is a very self-centered person. I'm going to be honest, because even in the beginning, the whole unsatisfied, I wasn't happy the way things were going. And it kind of gave me this energy of like someone trying to justify something they did wrong. Like, oh, well, I wasn't happy, so this is why I did that. It wasn't giving me it was just, giving me a person that was trying to justify why they did what they did and try to make themselves feel better. Okay, from my higher self, being with you is what I truly want. but they stepped out. Okay. I've been feeling in the dark without you in my life. Yeah, a lot of things have went down. If they were, whoever this other person could have been, they could have got cut off by this person as well. Like they ended up with nothing here. We are always connected. Energetically, I can feel you close. I thought I said we are all connected, but we are energetically connected. I can feel we are always connected. Energetically, I can feel you close. Okay, and I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Fun. Flirt. Want to date. So you may have somebody else. That could be somebody else. But this could be this person here that was giving you that energy that they liked you. Okay. However it goes. Or them flirting with somebody else. Okay. Is what I'm getting. Putting that very flirty energy out there in the atmosphere. Separation, sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of future. Okay. This person could have been in a separation. They could have been separated at the time, but maybe it was not completely over. Or you guys were in a separation. This person could have done some things while you guys were separated. All right. But however it goes, separation. They're hurt about this separation now. And not today, not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, call person, and boundaries. Still angry. Yeah, you're not fucking with this person. That's what's going on. And this is why they're so hurt. This is why they sitting here soaking like, oh my God, I'm sorry. I just wasn't happy with the way things were going. Maybe not. Granted. And I don't know what was done to this person. You could have done some things to this person because it does look like a relationship went to shit, okay, honestly. And they try to replace you, okay, or they once they came towards you, maybe they want to replace you with this person they're with, but they don't have the courage to leave. However it goes, and Aquarius energy, I don't know if I said Aquarius, but let's see who we got here. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Taurus, Aries, and Scorpio. Yeah, that's here. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Aries, Scorpio, and Taurus. Okay. Ooh, all right, Pisces. That was a lot. Okay, but that was your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope that it was helpful for you guys. Like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that bell, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.